Hey, it's Brian G, the EVOG, and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a quick one for you. This is more of a coming soon situation with this video, as I'm standing here in front of an Escalade IQ at my local auto park here in Silver Spring, Maryland. This is the first Escalade that Sport Chevrolet Cadillac have received. They're expecting the Optique, Cadillac Optique, in about a month or so. And I've made arrangements to work with one of their EV specialists to bring you guys the details of these vehicles. So for this video, it'll just be a quick introductory walk around of the exterior of the new Escalade IQ. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so let's get a closer look at this beast of an SUV. For context, right next to it is the Cadillac Lyric, and it almost looks like a toy next to this behemoth here, the Escalade IQ. So let's do a quick walk around. We're not able to turn the vehicle on to be able to demonstrate the lighting sequence that happens up here with all the different LEDs. But you've got your headlights here, which are vertical, and we've got all sorts of sensors here across the bottom, including a forward-facing camera here and another forward-facing camera up there. This thing has some of the largest wheels I've seen on any vehicle. These are 24-inch wheels, and specifically we're talking, it looks like they are LT 275 50 R24s. So I can't wait to show you what the recommended tire pressure is on these Escalade IQs. It does have running boards here, which I'll come back to once I open the door, but a nice hefty sticker on this one of 159,635. And this one does come equipped with the optional executive second row seating for $7,500, which we'll look at when we get inside. And it also adds the rear seat entertainment system. So there you go. 2025 Escalade IQ Luxury 2. 160 grand on this vehicle. And this looks like a black executive SUV. The badging here indicates that this thing has almost 1,000 horsepower, and E4 indicates that it's four-wheel drive. Typically with these, you can push the logo to open it, and there you go. Now this thing is 3 rows, and there's not a ton of room back here with the 3rd row up, but there's more than enough. There's not a ton of room under here, but it looks like we've got some packaging here for perhaps charging cables, tire repair kit, and so on. And it does have power folding left and rear, as well as over here we have an actual 120 volt power outlet there. You'll notice that this is actually a blue, probably Napa leather interior. So pretty nice. there. This is the charge port, which is power actuated here on the driver rear. So this thing can charge at a supercharger without taking up an additional space. There's our DC fast charging pins here. And there you go. Hit this button and it should close. Now, one of the other nice things that I notice is these are power actuated doors. There's a button on the inside here, and when I press it, the door opens automatically. Now, I push it again, and it soft closes. That is pretty nice, right? And that's all four doors. I can do that here on the driver's door. Hit that button once, and it opens up. Hit it again, and it closes. So very, very cool there. Let's take a look at the second row, because that seems to be the business end of this thing. So you'll notice on the door card here, we've got some gloss covered, what appears to be wood. I'm not sure that it's wood. Then you've got a chrome finish here, yet a different material here. This is leather, soft touch leather. This is the handle to open, and in that case, to also automatically close it. Open it back up, and it does have an AKG sound system, and look at the size of that speaker. It's enormous. And we've got some pockets in here. There's the running board. When the door is open, you can really see the size of the running board. And we've got these door sill badges here with the Escalade IQ. An interesting blue with gray striping on these rear seats. And they look to be fully adjustable. This looks like it's reclined at the moment. But you'll also notice that they've got speakers in the headrests. I am not seeing that it has a thigh extender there, however. Down in here, under this floating center console in the second row, we do have a household outlet here. So that's the second one. There was one in the back. There's another one here. The other thing that is tough to see here, those are not, I initially thought that those were USB-A ports. They're actually HDMI ports. So that is very interesting. We've got USB-C here and another one opposite it on the other side, a couple of bejeweled cup holders there. And it looks like a couple of wireless phone chargers here with cooling built into them. I'm not exactly sure what we've got here. This has to be the entertainment system, with screens on this side as well as the opposite side. And then I believe this center screen is here to control HVAC, infotainment, these seats, and so on. What do we have going on here in this center console? Okay, so these are like airplane seats, airplane trays rather, that you can open up and use to either work or to eat. I'm not exactly sure how they work, so I don't want to force anything here. When I go through this vehicle with one of their EV specialists, we can get into a lot more detail, but not much storage there. It's really just for those trays that come out. Not sure if I've got any controls here to access the third row. So I'll just lean in so you can see that that third row actually has 3 seat belts. So there's an expectation there that you can get 3 people back there. It's not super spacious. So we're talking children or smaller sized adults back here. And I'm a little surprised that there's no sunroof glass up above the 3rd row. So that's kind of a miss there at 160K. Another potential miss is the fact that while this is expansive as far as the glass roof, and I would expect at 160K that it's electrochromatic, meaning you can hit a button and have it, hide the sun even more. But it doesn't open, right? It's not an opening sunroof. So not sure how I feel about that. I love the ability to open up the sunroof and get some air coming in. But that's a quick look at the 2nd row, the door card, as well as the 3rd row. I'm going to come over here and just hit the button and watch it self-close and soft close before I open up the driver's door. So same deal here. We've got these nice big latches to open. The seat controls and memory function, as well as it looks like heating and ventilation for the seats, are all here on the door versus anywhere inside or on the seating itself. We've got, again, floating center console. Looks like this one's on. And if I'm understanding this correctly, it looks like you can hit this. Let me see if it'll work. Okay, doesn't appear to want to work in terms of using this to open the doors. I'm pretty sure that's ultimately what that does. At some point here, as I said, when I'm working with the EV specialist, we'll go into a lot of this, as well as the fact that you've got a screen that goes entirely across the front of this dashboard. One screen that goes all the way across. I would imagine that it's broken up into a driver's display, a center display, and a front passenger display, but that will have to wait for the follow-up in-depth review or overview of the vehicle. This would seem to indicate a head-up display, which we'll get into next time. But again, speakers in the headrest. Not sure if these are massaging. I would expect them to be. We do have another wireless charger here for your phone, and it looks like it has cooling built in. We've got another one here that looks to be for the front passenger to be able to use, and there's a little bit of storage back here behind this screen. If I open up this front console, looks like we've just got some storage and some USB-Cs down in here. That's nice and deep. It's felted, so nice soft touch leather there. And there's another look at the glass roof in here and into the 2nd and 3rd row. You'll notice we've got some nice large AKG speakers up in the roof there. There's another one here. This is an entire sound bar, it would appear, right here behind this ginormous display, and there are speakers at either end of the display. Not sure how many speakers are in this thing, but let's go ahead and take a quick look at the front trunk. Is it going to open? There we go. So let's come around and take a look at what type of storage we have in the front trunk. And you'll notice it's relatively narrow, but there is significant size here. I'm pretty sure I can fit my golf clubs up here, probably 2 sets. You may need to pull out the driver, maybe the 3-wood, but this appears long enough from here to there to be able to fit a golf bag with irons, and then you just stack your woods on top. There is power here, 120 volts, 400 watt max, and it's a household plug. And then we've got some tie downs, but that's about it, along with the emergency escape button there and your washer fluid. So that's pretty much it. I don't think this thing will close it. You actually have to, and I saw this also in the Hummer EV SUV that I was looking at here at this dealership. You actually have to push and hold it. It's not a one-touch function in order to power close that front trunk. But let me know what questions you have. Let me take a look at this store card. There you go, 61 PSI in the front and 71 PSI in the back on these enormous wheels that we're looking at here. Now, is it a square setup? That is one of the questions that I have. LT275/50 R24 back here, and then up here in the front, these Michelin Primacy LTXs are the same size, LT275/50 R24. So it looks like they're the same size. They're just asking you to air them up differently, right? And it looks like it's got a Wi-Fi connection as well as OnStar. So there's an initial quick walkthrough of the Escalade IQ. If you're not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and do so that you don't miss my follow-up to this with the EV specialist here to go through this in a lot more detail with the vehicle on, maybe even do a test drive if they will allow it, since this is the only one they have. Comment below what you'd like to see in the follow-up, and let me know what questions you might have. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.